I still remember the first time I met Sandra. I was 12 and had just moved to a new school. She walked right up to me during recess, smiled like she'd known me forever, and said, "Want to be friends?" I didn't even think. I just said, yes. She seemed so confident and cool, like someone way older. She told me she was 13, just like me, and that she had traveled all over Europe because her dad worked for some big company. Honestly, I thought she was the coolest person ever. Immediately looked up to her and felt so lucky to be her friend. If I had known what would happen later, I don't know if I would have said yes that day. Asterisk at first. Everything was perfect. We laughed at stupid jokes, stayed up late texting about random stuff, and talked about our dream lives when we grew up. She said she wanted to move to Spain and live by the beach because, apparently, she was half Spanish and spoke Spanish fluently. But then little things started to seem weird. One day, our Spanish teacher asked Sandra something basic in class, just like, "What's your favorite color?" and Sandra looked completely confused. She laughed it off, but I could tell she had no idea what was going on. Another time, she said her dad was away in Germany for work. But then I heard her talking to someone on the phone, saying they were going to pick up her dad from a town that's like 10 minutes from where we lived. I brushed it off because, honestly, I didn't want to believe she was lying. She was my best friend. I thought maybe I was being too suspicious. Maybe I was just jealous because she had such an interesting life. Everything went insane about 6 months into our friendship. One day, Sandra posted in our class group chat. She said she was being followed by a creepy man and that she thought she was in serious danger. She said she couldn't go home because she was scared her dad had sent this man after her. It sounded like a real horror movie. And I panicked. Everyone did. People started sharing posts on social media, warning others about a man in a black hoodie near the school. Someone even said they called the police. Sandra sent blurry photos of some random guy walking down the street, saying, "That's him." And I remember feeling sick to my stomach. What if something happened to her, and I didn't help? But a small part of me also started to feel ... weird about it. Like, why would her parents let her walk around alone if she was in danger? Why wasn't she staying at a police station or something? None of it really made sense. Still, I was terrified for her. I didn't know what to think. Just wanted her to be safe. Asterisk, a few days later, things got even worse. At school, Sandra started acting really paranoid. She accused other girls of setting her up and said that if she disappeared, it would be our fault. She screamed at me in the hallway one day, saying, "You don't even care about me. You're just like everyone else." I just stood there, frozen, feeling like the worst person in the world. I didn't know what I had done wrong. Later that week, her mom showed up at school, stormed into the office, demanding to see. The principal, teachers, looked super stressed, and I overheard them whispering that Sandra had told the police someone was trying to kidnap her. I couldn't sleep that night. My phone kept buzzing with texts from friends asking what was going on. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what was going on anymore. The next morning, I found out everything. Sandra hadn't been followed. There was no man in black. There was no secret mission from her dad. The police had investigated and found nothing. No suspicious people, no threats, nothing. And even bigger, Sandra wasn't 13 like she said. She was 11 years old. She had lied about everything: her age, her background, her family, even being half Spanish. The dad working in Germany story, also fake. Her real dad wasn't around at all. Her mom, who everyone thought was this classy businesswoman, had serious problems. Like, really bad problems with alcohol. Sandra had basically been raising herself. The reason she made up all those lies, because she thought no one would care about some little kid with a messed up home life. She thought being older and mysterious would make people love her and protect her. When I heard all of this, I felt like someone had punched me in the chest. I sat in my bedroom, just crying into my pillow for what felt like hours. I didn't know whether to be angry or sad. I guess I felt both. Sandra didn't come back to school after everything came out. Some kids were really mean about it, calling her a psycho and a fake. They even made memes about her. It was horrible. I never said anything mean about her. But I also didn't know how to reach out. What was I supposed to say? Hey, I'm sorry you lied to me for months, but I still care about you. A few weeks later, I heard from a teacher that Sandra had gone to live with her grandma in another town. She was going to therapy and getting help. I hope she's okay now. I really do. Even after everything, all the lies, all the drama. I still miss her sometimes. She was my best friend once. Hey, and honestly, I think she just wanted someone to believe her, even if the things she said weren't true.